Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Legaia. Alright, so last time we made it to the Roof of Soul and defeated Gaza, who was trying to stop us from reviving the Genesis Tree and basically destroying his mission in life. And then Songi came by to sneer at us a little bit and took Gaza away. So we also did pick up the Genesis Tree Seedling, which we are now going to be taking on down. And see, wow, these guys just kind of stopped trading. I guess they're a little bummed out about being almost killed by that guy. But yeah, we're going to take the Seedling down to the bottom and see if we can revive it. Sir, Gaza caught us off guard. We must train harder. I agree. Sir, where on earth did Gaza disappear to? I hope nothing bad happens. Sir, if you succeed in reviving the Genesis Tree, we will be able to see everything through this atrium. Oh, that sounds kind of cool, actually. It seems like a pretty neat place to be. Sir, the Sage's Gate was sealed by Dr. Usha before the mist came. So yeah, we're hearing more and more about this Dr. Usha fellow, so we'll definitely be figuring out what his role is in all of this as we proceed forward. But for now, really, our goal is just to head all the way back down. I believe some people will probably say some different things, but to be honest, I'm really not going to bother checking out all these rooms again, because this is a rather huge place, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. And also when you think about the fact that we've only really explored half of it, there's a whole bottom floor that we haven't seen yet. So I'm pretty much just going to speed my way back down here, and not really worry too much about the people around. So we're getting pretty close. It goes a lot faster when you don't spend like 5 or 10 minutes in every single building, but you know how it goes. Alright, I believe we could actually use a little bit of a heal, so I might stop by the inn real quick. I kind of want to see where we're at. Yeah, we could kind of use a little bit, and Vaughn could use the MP anyway, so I'm going to go back and stop at the end before we actually start heading down. Okay, there we go. We are now all healed up. I figured I'd just cut that out because you don't want to see that. It took a few minutes anyway. Okay, so now let's keep on heading down. We've seen all this before. Remember, the entrance is a little bit further down. Alright, so in that battle there, I didn't think to comment over it while it was happening, it just kind of slipped my mind. You saw the Fatal Decision move, which is a special move that gets used by the Shades, I believe they're called. Basically, a bunch of cards will circle around. You want to try to get the one that has like the yellow guy breathing a sigh of relief, because I don't mean nothing happens. Everything else is detrimental to you, including, I believe, instant death. So you definitely want to watch out for that. Alright, so you can see I'm in here. I'm finally going to get around to actually trying to set our equipment right. I really honestly don't know what I want, to be honest. Speed ring we don't even need anymore. Yeah, I know, I'm just wasting a bunch of time here. I'm sorry. You know what? That's fine. Just give him upper defense. I really don't feel like bothering with it right now. We could use actually some AP stuff for Gala, so I might go ahead and do that. Or I could give him the speed ring, but I think increasing AP accrual would probably be better. I believe, yeah, 10% is the best we got, so let's go ahead and give that to him. Okay, so now we're not completely ill-equipped. But anyway, yeah, we're still just making our way down. I don't think we've made it quite past the exit yet. Oh, actually, I don't... let's see, which floor is this? This is... Okay, it doesn't really tell me. It should somewhere. I think it should. But honestly, I have no idea. Okay, so let's kind of back up and start this thing over a bit. I was just kind of excited about going down that I completely forgot that we actually need to be picking out the Sage's treasure chests along the way. You'll have to forgive me, it's been a couple weeks since I've even played the game, so I'm a little bit foggy. But okay, so let's actually start exploring some of these places. You want to pass the elevator here and make your way into the first door. And as we do so, we should find our first Sage's treasure chest. Remember, there are 8 of them, so make sure you have your soul bread before you head down. We can head up to the top right and see this sort of different-looking chest here. If we open it up, you can see that we get a magic water inside. I believe pretty much all of these have waters inside of them. But once you grab the treasure, you can actually check the chest again, and it'll kind of move and talk. I smell something good. That smells so good. It's soul bread. So, yes, we can give the soul bread to the treasure chest. can see it's going to close up again, and the sage's hunger has been satisfied. So yes, we need to go around and do these for all of the 8 chests that are in the area. Okay, so now let's head out and back downstairs to the next level. There are pretty much rooms on every single level you need to be checking, so just make sure that you explore the place. We're going to check out the first door here, and pretty much as we walk in, we should see the Sage's treasure chest around here. Oh yeah, you can actually see it behind the counter. There's also a Seru lady here. It almost looks sad. Yeah, well, I can't blame her. Alright, so we can open this one and get a wisdom water, and once again put our solar bread inside. It goes pretty quick if you just skip all the dialogue, because it just says the same thing every time. I'm also going to go ahead and use some of these waters that I'm picking up. I kind of forgot with the first one. Okay, so wisdom water, we'll give that to Vaughn. And magic water, I guess we'll also give that to Vaughn. Hey, what do you know? He's getting his thirst satisfied along with the sage's hunger, I suppose. Alright, so let's head on out and head on down a little bit more. And as we do so, we should encounter the weapon shop that we've been mentioned. Yeah, you can kind of see the sword hanging above the door and outside, so it's pretty obvious. You want to head in here, and there is another chest right here in this area. It's right up here, in fact. And we get a swift water. Cool. So once again, remember to put your solar bread inside. It can be easy to forget. So there you go. We're also going to use the swift water. You can probably guess who we're going to use that on. Yes, it's going to be going to Gala. Okay, now in here, before you head back out, there is a little upstairs area we can check out. And as we make our way around, you can see there are a couple chests there on the table. Okay, so let's go ahead and check these out. You can see there's actually some strange-looking green liquid here. You can't really check it or do anything with it, but I'm kind of curious as to what it is. The regular chest contains a phoenix, and the sage's chest beside it has a wonder elixir, so I guess they don't all contain waters. Alright, so let's put our Soru bread inside. At any point, if you ever want to check how many you have left, assuming you have just 8 Soru bread, you can look, and you can see we've got 4 left, which means we're halfway done. Alright, so now let's head back downstairs and exit the weapon shop and make our way a little bit further down into Seoul. And we're going to go all the way back down to the first floor now. Now, this pretty obvious room here with the Seru outside, we're going to head in, and it looks distressed. I don't know if I talked to that guy before or not, but hey, it kind of gives some interesting adjectives for these guys sometimes. So let's head into this door right here, and we should see a chest inside somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. Ah, over here, and it's going to have a power water in it. So let's deposit our bread, and then remember to use the water. There we go. Okay, and power water. Now, I'm not entirely sure who to give this to. It looks like Noah's got the less attack right now, so I guess we'll give that to her. Why not? Alright, so now let's take the downstairs over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take them, and as we head down here, you can see there is a chest up at the top. It has a healing berry inside, which is very nice. I kind of skipped past that somewhat quickly. Let's go ahead and put our solar bread inside. And, okay, no, we didn't pick up a water, so I don't need to use anything. We should be down to just a couple more, so we are almost done with this. So now let's head back out, and back down a little bit more. Now, as we head downstairs here, we will eventually pass the entrance, you can see right there. So now we're starting to get into unexplored territory. I believe we want to take this door right here. And inside will be another one of the chests we're looking for. I believe the second to last one. And this one has a life water inside, so that's definitely cool. We're going to be giving that to Noah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that taken care of. There is life water on Noah. And you can see, yes, we only have one more solar bread left, so that is good. That's where we should be. So now, we're actually going to get the last one in this area. We're going to head upstairs, avoid the Seru, and you can see the final chest is going to be up here. There's a guardian water inside. Okay, so now we give our final bit of solar bread to the last chest. And you can see there's a bit of a rumbling there, which is confirmation that you have now successfully satisfied all 8 sages' hunger. So before we head further down and see the fruits of our efforts, we are going to use the guardian water on Noah, like I said. And now let's head back down and see what has happened now that we've done Alright, you can see Gala's taking a little bit of damage, so we're going to go ahead and fix him up. I guess we can have him use it. You kind of want to save Vaughn's magic, or whoever you have the healer as. If you have the healer as Gala, obviously you can use somebody else, but there you go. Okay, so now let's head back out, and down the stairs, and see what kind of stuff has happened. Alright, so now we are officially in the lower levels. There's another Sarah around here, and he looks painful. You mean like in pain? Or like he looks painful, like if you touch him it would hurt you? Well, that's probably true of all of them, but you can see there's kind of a fancy door here, and if we go on down, there's this little guard dog blocking the path. You can see Sage's guard dog. So you can't get through until we do some stuff in here, so let's go ahead and check this place out. Alright, got some kind of weird-looking machine here. There's writing carved into the door. He who seeks the warrior square must sate the sage's hunger, then the sage's gate will open. All the sages have been satisfied. Of course. What should we do? Something weird is gonna happen, I know it. Calm down, Noah. Listen, I hear something. Okay, let's all listen closely. Yeah, woohoo! I'm most impressed. You who solved my riddle, don't be scared, I am Usha. Dr. Usha, I am pleased to make your acquaintance. Hi, Dr. Usha. Don't be alarmed, this is a mechanical device, it is not the real me. I know not whether I will still be alive by the time you hear this message. I recorded this message just after sealing the Sage's Gate. This I did to protect the Warrior Square from the approaching mist and its cohorts. If I am lucky, I will survive the mist long enough to meet you. Proceed with the Genesis Tree Seedling. Heroes, drive the mist from Seoul. Dr. Usha, he disappeared. Vaughn, how did Dr. Usha know we were here? We should take the Genesis Tree Seedling to Warrior Square, like Dr. Usha said. Okay, so there we go. Got a little brief glimpse of the Dr. Usha we've been hearing so much about. So, more importantly, though, we are going to deal with him, but you can see the immediate effects are that the guard dog here has receded into his little hole. So now we are going to head downstairs. Okay, so once we get down here, yeah, the mist is around. There are Seru. I know you've probably made that connection by now, but just to, drive the point home. There is a new Seru that we can be getting down here. If you remember, when we were in Ratayu, and Vaughn and Gala were going to save Noah from becoming a Seru bride, I'm sure you remember that whole sequence of events, we did fight the Kamaro outside the Juggernaut room, and we can actually encounter these guys as regular enemies down here. So you want to make sure to definitely pick him up, because his magic is very good, probably one of the better offensive spells. So let's go ahead and distribute our ivory books around. I guess we can get rid of the metal ring for it. There we go. Alright, so let's head on downstairs. It's pretty much a straight shot. And once we get to the bottom, we can head in this room. Now, we've got a chest up here in the upper left that has a speed elixir inside. That's a pretty obvious one. You shouldn't miss it. And now, as we go down, we're going to encounter some bookcases. Now, if you remember when we went up to the Byron Monastery type thing, I don't know, it's not really a monastery, you mentioned the guy left a book down here about arts. Well, it's actually pretty well hidden, and it's kind of hard to find. But if you check the bookshelf about right here, you can see on the bookshelf are all 10 volumes of Keem's History of Soul. And there's no real message or anything, but if you check it again, amidst the History of Soul books is a vulgar, garishly covered book, and we have Mary's Diary. Yeah, not exactly the book we were expecting, and it seems like something the monk is going to use for very bad purposes, but anyway, we've picked it up, so you want to make sure to grab that. Alright, so now let's just continue on through this library type area. It's kind of a neat little place. It's too bad it's engulfed in mist for now. Alright, and as you can see, here are the Camaros, also with another new enemy, I believe, the War Half. I don't think we've seen those before. But Vaughn and Noah are the ones that have the Ivory Book, so we're pretty much going to have them attack the Camaro. Gala can probably take care of the other guy by himself, shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, they do pretty much all the same stuff. It's exactly the same enemy as it was before. I mean, there's no level 2 or anything, it's just Camaro, that's what it is. And they're all picking on Noah for some reason. Alright, so you can, I don't know, I guess we should probably manually input commands. I've been getting really lazy lately and just kind of having them auto-battle. I think I'm going to have Noah auto-battle, because I'm definitely not going to use the Miracle Art anyway. Let's see, yeah, you can probably figure out what to do too. Like I said, I've just kind of been getting lazy with that lately for some reason. Alright, and wow, it looks like Vaughn absorbed it. Cool, so that's definitely one less thing I'm going to have to worry about later. That's always very nice. Trying to absorb all the Seru is probably one of the more annoying things in the game, to be honest. I mean, like I said, it's kind of just random chance, and you just have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it until eventually you get it. So it's kind of tedious, busy work, but I don't know. And in the end, it doesn't really get you a whole lot either. You just kind of get the little tally screen saying, yep, you got them all. So I don't know, it's just kind of its own reward, I guess. Alright, well that's pretty good that we already got one of those taken care of, at least. That's definitely less work I'm going to have to worry about doing. So let's go ahead and take the Ivory Book off of Vaughn. I still don't know what I'm going to put back on him. Probably whatever it was I took off. Earth Egg. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of out of ideas. I'm not exactly tuned into the equipment part of it right now. So let's just put that back on and make sure that we switch over the Ivory Book to Gala. There we go. Okay, so I think this looks like a pretty good place to stop. We are pretty much at the bottom of Seoul and exploring through its many rooms, so that's what we are going to continue to do next time. Hopefully we'll reach the Warrior Square we've heard about and maybe revive the Genesis Tree. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.